What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania, coming at you with a Saturday night live stream. I want to say hello to everybody already in the chat. Hello to Shannon. Hello, Goddess Jen. Hello, Tigger. Hi, Alice. Hi, Missy D. Hello, Ari and Kath. Hello, how are you guys doing? I will go over my tools real quickly. Like here, I'm using my usual pen from Diamond Pen Pal. This is the Satura. It's their chubby version of pen, and I love it. I am using a tray here. This is the Deep Six from Ephemera 3D. I love just the depth of it, the length of it. It's great. I love it, love it. And then I am using wherever it went. I'm using Earth Glow Putty from Butterfly Effectwares in my multi-placer, and in my single placer, I'm using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. You check them out on Etsy. And then, not right this minute, but thank you. I appreciate your offer of a cupcake. I am working on Dreaming with Wolves by Yume Art from Diamond Art Club. She's a cutie. She is a 70 by 70 in square. Love it. And right now I'm moving into like the head of the wolf there. But hi, Wallflower, welcome. What is everybody else working on tonight? What have you got going? What's your, looking for my buddy decided to go run off on me, and I don't know where it went. Like, okay. Wherever you decided to run off to, I guess. I'm just looking to see if it's like underneath the canvas. It is not. I don't know what I did with it. It ran away. Whatever, it'll be fine. If I need more, I'll get more. Golden Glade. Okay, working on Golden Glade. And I'm finishing this little bit on this square and then moving into the next one. Back to working on Midnight Laundromat. Ooh. You know, I have a just special place in my heart for vampires. I feel like since the 90s, I was very, very big into Vampire the Masquerade, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like every version of Vampire Anne Rice novels. I mean, the 90s were rife with vampires. And so Midnight Laundromat was one of those ones that I looked at really hard. I didn't end up getting it, but I really love it. It's a good one. Working on Jack and the Cat, Witchcraft Room, Starfish from the Ocean Creature Mini Dazzle set. Cool. Worked on Seeding Imagination. Nice. Some good picks. We like those. But yeah, I have a soft spot for vampires, so I'm a little jealous on that one. She's a cutie. Plus, great artist, you know. Great art. Hello, Sujin. Welcome. Yeah, it's always been this like weird, mild obsession with regard to vampires for me. I've both, been a player character and a dungeon master in a lot of, like Vampire the Masquerade games. And then, of course, everything in the White Wolf system. Did a lot of role playing inside of the White Wolf system. Vampire, werewolf. And then, there's like Vampire the Masquerade, and then there's the Sabbat books, which is like there's the good guy vampires, which are the Camarilla. And then there's the bad guy vampires, which are the Sabbat. They're like the dark versions of the vampires, and I've played both versions of that. I played Changeling, You name it. If White Wolf put it out, I've probably played it many times. What's up, Glory? Working on Azalea by Julia Speary. Cool, Shannon. How you liking it so far? Are you hating it? Are you loving it? What do you feel? A lot of blue. A lot of blue. It's beautiful. Just a lot of blue. But yeah, so I did a lot of vampire stuff. Anne Rice novels. We were talking about the Anita Blake series the other night. I liked probably the first 4 books in the Anita Blake series, and then it got extra weird furry sex, and then I was like, I'm good. I'm good. But I also read a really, really awful novel series, vampire novel series by Poppy Z. Bright, which was terrible. If you've read any Poppy Z. Bright, then you know what I'm talking about. Her stuff is, it's something. It is something. Hello, Jamie. You're loving it? Oh, good, Shannon. I'm glad that you're loving it. Somebody should love it. Someone should love it. Let's see here. Where's my next color gonna be? This one. I love this color palette on here. See if I can move this stuff a little bit and show you what I have done already. It's really, really beautiful colors. Very kind of, I don't know, like sunset, but not sunset. Take these clips off though. There we go. Very not sunset necessarily, but maybe like I don't know, a springtime afternoon. I love the color palette. Hold on, I gotta make it a little bit brighter. I don't know why it's making it so dark, but let me see something here. Not effect. There we go. All right, let me adjust the brightness a little bit. I don't know why it didn't actually like fix anything. Come on now. That didn't work. Not contrast. No, we don't like that. Oh, there we go. That's what I need. Go back on this and change the ISO because that will there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now you can see the actual color palette that it is. Yeah, kind of golden hour lighting. Yes, I think that's a correct expression for the color palette, but it's just really beautiful. I think my favorite section, I got to kind of turn it a little bit, is right in here. I love these colors. And there's blue, but it's not overly blue. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, so that's what I've been kind of working on this, and I've been working on actually a couple of other pieces. There, flip it down so it doesn't go falling off the table. Flip it down. There we go. Hello, Allison. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this piece generally. I think it has just great colors, great everything, honestly. I have 0 complaints about this piece. All right, I can turn my ISO back down now that I have my light up here. It's better. There we go. Yes, I agree, Jamie. Yume has some really gorgeous pieces, and this one is nice because it's not just all one background color, like 939 hell, because that's what a lot of her pieces end up being. This one, it's really lovely. I love all of the green around the edges, just nice stuff. Hello, diamonds around you. Welcome. Hello. But okay, so I came up with, instead of like a favorite list, I have a least favorite list that I thought you guys might want to play along with, since we're learning all about our favorite things. I will never talk about my favorite way to clean up a spill, probably ever again, because following my spilling right after I asked that, finished explaining that question, then I dropped my drills 2 more times after that same day. I was like, okay, I went and jinxed myself, so now I'm gonna do that again. How's Beans doing? He's good. Dustin gave him some Benadryl earlier because his ears were bugging him, and we managed to get some drops into his ears. So he's doing a lot better. He's upstairs sleeping actually right now. Yes, thank you, Wallflower. Remember to tap the like button, especially if you are a perpetually sleepy person like Wallflower is, she says. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. What's my least favorite way to clean up drills? When the floor is really, really bad furry and I have to pick them up with tweezers. That's my least favorite way to pick them up, because I've had to do that a fair few amount of times. Pick them up with just one at a time with tweezers, sitting down on the floor, which is covered in dog hair, cat hair, whatever kind of animal pet hair. Oh, there's Beans. Moment. One moment. Sorry about that. I don't even know who started it that time. But yeah, when you're sitting down on a really super furry floor and getting animal hair all over yourself, and then you got to pick up your drills with freaking tweezers. That's my least favorite way to clean up a drill spill. Now let's try not to drop my drills this time. Spilling at all, yeah. Honestly, any spilling sucks. I mean, if it's like a color I have a crap ton of, especially extras, forget about it. They can live on the floor until I'm ready to clean them up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the ones that I have spilled the last few times, it's been like my fairy dusts or whatever, and I don't have replacements for that. So I have to pick them up. Lame. But okay, let's see here. And if you guys come up with any least favorite questions like that, feel free to shout them out. I will answer them. Okay. So, number 1, what's your least favorite canvas size to work on? Your least favorite canvas size to work on? I don't think I have any particularly like least favorite to work on. I don't think that, I mean, really anything that stays under and around the 70 by 105 or whatever mark that like Grand Canal and Basilica Venice was, or sometimes is, Surreal Blues, like that's big. And I think it's like, as far as a big canvas goes, that's really the biggest that I really want to venture into often. Um, Whereas I don't mind minis, I don't mind medium size, I don't mind large canvases, but I definitely don't think I would enjoy working inside of the bounds of like really massive canvases because I think I'd get bored with working on the same canvas for so long. It like doesn't appeal to me in the least to like that the the videos of the canvas where it's like literally 15 feet long. I hate when my short T-Rex arms can't reach the middle from any side, but I'll still do that. uh Hi, this and that creations by Val. I will call you Val if that is okay. Anything bigger than 50 centimeters. That's fair, Missy. But yeah, like that, the one that is like 15 feet long and what? No, that does not sound appealing to me in the least. So skip that. Anything that big is probably going to get old really quickly. And I just don't have any particular interest in working on anything that size. Oh, good. Thank you, Val. Okay, question number 2. What's your least favorite kit you've ever purchased? Oh, shade time. I think most people know the answer to this one for me. And if you don't, that's okay. Um, I got Curtis Reikovich's Sarah, which is based on Sarah from the Labyrinth, from Dreamer Designs. Now, no shade on Dreamer Designs. They've made a lot of improvements to their grid since that first run that they did. And Sarah, unfortunately, was out of the first run of canvases that they ever had. Their second version canvases, yeah, they're gappy, but they're not awful like the first ones were. They were literally terrible. But it's not just the gapping I'm concerned about with Sarah, it's also the render and colors are atrocious and it will probably never get worked on. It's going to sit in my stash probably forever or until I sell it or give it away. And that's my least favorite canvas I've ever purchased. The mystery boxes last year. Fair. Hello, Melissa. Okay, now tell me your least favorite canvas that you've ever purchased. I'm curious. Inquiring minds need to know. I would say besides that, um, I don't know. I've gotten a couple of really, really bad like budget kits. I no longer have them. They either got thrown away or given away or whatever. But that was probably more like just a quality issue that I've been upset with. The summer mystery box. Yep. 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 And that was a little bit of a disaster for, I feel like, everybody that bought one. Very anxiety inducing. Even for those of us who didn't buy a mystery box, that was anxiety inducing. Oh, man. That's what you get for putting a Morales in a mystery box. Anxiety for all. Yay. Definitely budget kits. Yeah, budget kits. Like, I mean, they serve their purpose, I feel like, for an introduction into the craft. And in some cases, you can get some beautiful budget kits now. But there are some places that have great art, right? Stolen, of course. But then they're still using freaking double-sided adhesive. Why anybody still does double-sided adhesive, I will never understand. But like, I guess that's your prerogative. to do a double-sided adhesive if that's what you like. Goddess of Sleep and Dreams by Homecraftology. It was 80% uncalled for ABs. Oh, I hate that. It was probably my second DP and I knew nothing. Oh no. And that's the other thing too, a lot of times with the budget kits. It's like, why is this 90% ABs? That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't look good. But it's amazing when you start to learn, you know, what you like and what good quality can be, that some of the budget kits, not all of them, I'm not crapping on budget kits. Don't get me wrong. Budget kits work for what they need to work for. There's just some places that you get what you pay for, certainly. Like the AliExpress one that I had gotten, the Rainbow Fairy, and that was a big mess. Least favorite, Hannah Lynn. It's my only Hannah Lynn. The last one Dak dropped. I don't even like her work. It was an impulse buy. Oh, okay. Is it because you don't like the image or because you don't like the artist? Hot take. I think a lot of the resale on that has not been great. Now, it was good for a while. Now, not so much. Not so much. Jester. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's nice to have those extra DAC drills. You use them for something. So I completely understand the impulse to want to pitch it and then save the drills. Oh man, I'm sorry. That is rough. That is rough. Both. I panicked. I panic bought because I knew it was archiving. Fair. Fair. What is your least favorite thing about working on double-sided adhesive canvases, if you have? And you know, hands up if you've actually worked on a double-sided adhesive canvas. I have. You know, my least favorite thing about it was all of the like rivers and bubbles, and then you had to really know what you were doing in order to treat your, like, to get your canvas under working operations. Once you got it flat, you couldn't roll it back up again. Like, what a mess. If you've ever worked on a double-sided adhesive canvas, it's awful. Never have, you're lucky. It's not fun. I don't know why anyone would choose to do a double-sided adhesive canvas. That's like, I don't get it, but some people enjoy that. I am not one of them. It's just too much work to get the canvas prepped correctly and then making sure afterward that you don't roll it up or that it doesn't end up getting folded in any kind of way. It's a lot. Hi, Candace. I've never worked on double-sided adhesive, but I heard it's hard to move the, yes, you basically can't move the drills after unless you're picking them off. Yeah, you can't actually move them. You're kind of stuck with whatever you did unless you're literally picking them off with tweezers, because you have to pull them straight off. And even when you do that, you run the risk of pulling the adhesive away from the backing and ruining your canvas by just making a mess with your drills. It's not fun. Like I said, I don't understand people who choose to do them. That's weird to me, but more power to you. Aren't we all bad placers? Me especially. Because I place them too hard. What's your least favorite kit theme you never want to buy again? Like, you know, Maybe you got animal kits and you realized you really don't like animals, or landscapes or portraits or a holiday theme, whatever. For me, um, I I think it would have to be like plain animals. By that I mean like a regular wolf, a regular fox, a regular deer, a regular whatever. Okay. When I first started out, I was purchasing canvases at like the local craft store, and all you had access to was like, oh, here's this howling wolf, here's this uh deer hanging out in the woods or whatever. It was landscapes and animals. That's all you could get your hands on. And I honestly don't generally enjoy just a regular animal. Christmas. What's up, Noel? I have a couple removed the adhesive on one so far. Oh no, Marianne. You'll pass on mystery kits. Um, so I like the black and white mysteries, like the ones that are legitimately a mystery. You don't necessarily know what it is until you've worked on it. What I don't like are the ones where they offer you a deal on an overstock canvas, and then you pay whatever, $20, $30, you get your mystery canvas, and then it is not one that anybody likes. That's why it's an overstock. I did that once. I will never do that again. I do not think overt Christmas pieces are for me. Fair. That's fair. Um, what's your least favorite artist? Oh boy, least favorite artist. Well, okay, I will first politically answer. Art is subjective, okay? Just because it's not for me does not mean that it is not for someone else. So, that being said, what is not my favorite artist might be somebody else's favorite artist. And so if it is, I don't think that your taste is trash or any of that. It is just not a for me sort of thing. Okay? So with that political answer in place, um I don't care for Spangler. Um it's a little bit too, I don't know, like cartoony for me. It feels young. Peggy, Peggy and Lorenz, the Lorenz bird. Okay, Eau Claire. Yeah. Well, I mean, in some cases, I don't know that you can really call Eau Claire artists because lazy AI. Generally, I don't like lazy AI either. Um, but I'm not big on Spangler. I'm not. I'm not big on. It depends on the Lorenz. Like I've seen a couple of good ones. They're generally not for me, but I don't have any issue with artists. It just might not be for me, but fuck. Fair. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's art is subjective. People like what they like, and if you like Spangler or Lorenz, that doesn't mean there's anything necessarily wrong with you. It just means that, it's not for me. Not for me. And so one of the mystery kits that I had gotten, like an overstock mystery kit, was wedding memories from Spangler. And I immediately destashed that as quickly as I could get it out of my hands. I was like, I don't want, get this out of my house. What even is this thing? I'm not big on the big eye girl stuff. Right. I'm not going to do any Hannah Lynn, not into the black outlines. And there's that too. Yeah. I don't really I mean, it does kind of sort of depend on like how big are the big eyes on the girl. But generally I don't. There's a lot of the big-eyed girls I don't care for. I'm not Jasmine Beckett Griffith, not really my style of art. And it might be for somebody, but it's not for me. Um, okay, let's see. What's your least favorite drill color to work with? I think we can all agree that if there's going to be like hard to work with or bad drills, it's going to be 310 or 939, something dark. Um, and I don't mind working with 310. It's just color blocking 310 or 939 or any dark color sucks. It's the worst. I hate it. I don't want to do it. I don't love Mandy Manzano because of the black outlines. Yeah, there's that too. 939, 310, or ABs. Ooh, yeah, ABs. White. Yep, that's another one. And working with white when you're color blocking is also horrible. Not the most fun you can have. But yeah, generally, color blocking 310, that's my least favorite. You're using 939 right now. Oh no. This is the first Yume I've worked on that isn't like super heavy on 939 and or 310. It has some of both, but it's not like a lot, which is good. Not huge color blocking sections of 939 or 310. 310 ABs. Oh yeah, those are awful. You hate 915. 915 is like a maroon color, right? It's like red, like dark red. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Gotta look it up because I want to be sure. Like a dark cranberry red, maybe. Oh, dark plum. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 915 is no bueno. 90% of all my canvases are dark. 310, 939, and 3371 heavy. Oh no. 3371 is another one that can be really freaking bad when you have to do it in giant sections. Yikes. Yikes on bikes. Let's see. Okay. Um, what's your least favorite drill quality issue? Like too much trash, cupped drills, tabbed drills, those little resin bars that end up in there, the acrylic ones that for some weird reason have that weird dust on them. Um, and for me, I think I'm really picky about my drills. Like, I won't place down one that even has like micro bubbles in it, but at least you can see the micro bubbles on the top and you can pick those out. Whereas really cupped drills, you don't see them until you're like, unless you're looking at the bottom before you lay stuff. And sometimes I do that too, where I'll look at the bottoms before I lay them down, especially if it's a real trash heavy color. Um, but cup drills, it's like you try and lay them down twice and you're like, why aren't you sticking? Ooh, discolored drills is a pain in the butt too. Tabs. Mm, tabs are like, especially because you can't then get your drills straight. That is not fun. Not fun. Popping drills and tabby drills. Yeah. Cheaply made acrylic. Mm-hmm. Ooh, here we go. What's your least favorite wax or putty that you've tried? I mean, I feel like if like forced to, I'm being abducted, and I will have to face really horrible consequences, or I have to use wax for the rest of the time that I ever diamond paint. Like the red wax, I could probably go back to using it angrily. I wouldn't like using it, but I could use it. Um, that being said, I would much rather use, there's some really crappy putties out there that they become like chewing gum, or they're just simply too sticky. But I would say for me, it's like waxes, or even the Diamond Art Club wax putty that they have right now, the clear wax. Nah. Books Are Magic is an absolutely gorgeous kit, and it's currently in stock. The render is so good. Dang it, Jamie. Ooh, when you have a different color, a different drill color mixed in with the other drills. Yeah, that's annoying. That's super annoying. But as far as like companies, just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it wouldn't work for somebody else. So I'm not going to call out any specific companies and say like they got crappy putty. But I really do not love wax. Generally do not love the wax. If I had to use it, I can, but I don't want to ever. I've been having issue with mixed drills and bags. Oh, I hate that. Val, that's the worst. Don't do it, girl. I know it is really beautiful though. Books Are Magic is really beautiful, but I was super nervous about all the brown in that color palette. I was real nervous about that. And I think that's why I didn't end up picking it up. That, and I'm poor, but Jamie with the brown kits. That's right. What's your least favorite pen grip thickness, thin or thick? I can't do a super skinny pen, so mine are always ginormous fat pens. The fattest pen that I can find, that's my favorite. So my least favorite is anything anything smaller than like um even this one here, which is getting close to the same size. Even this is bordering on too skinny for me. Yeah. Like um this one is kind of sort of a no-go for me, but I can't get rid of it because it's too pretty. Yep. Yupper. Them thin pens. Least favorite is heavy. Okay. I'm telling you, Melissa, you need to get a wood pen because it's super, super, super light. Too thin and too chubby. Ooh. No thick for Sujin with two C's. Where's my next color? Where are you hiding? No chubby for you. What's your least favorite multi-placer size? Anything larger than an 8. Legit, like y'all with your 15s. I'm like, how? How even do you do it? I would have to like literally train myself not to place so hard in order to use a multi-placer of that size. Or it would be an IUD by the time that I was finished with it. Honestly and truthfully. Anything larger than an 8 is probably not going to work for me. Two, I don't understand the point. Okay, that's fair. Also, yes, a two placer does seem like why? Why even bother? I kind of felt that way with a four placer for a little while, but I mean, at least a four placer, you get more than two. Kind of a waste of money. Even a three placer is a waste of money in my mind. Gotta go to the store. Okay, Glory, have fun at the store. Allison's the crazy one because she single places. I used to. I used to single place. The minute I realized I could multi-place, I was like, and I'm never single placing again. I even single place with my multi-placer. Got myself so trained. Anything larger than 6 is cumbersome to me. Fair enough. Hi, DM. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but a two placer does seem like why aren't you just single placing at that point? Ooh, least favorite way that drills are packaged. Good question, Wallflower. Your least favorite way that drills are packaged. I hate it. And like, sorry, no shade to Jaded Gem Shop, but I hate the way that they package the drills. When you have 58 bags of like, there's basically 16 drills in each bag instead of just a normal sized bag of drills. I can't. Don't give me 58 teeny tiny bags of drills. Just give me 4 that are, loaded down. That is my least favorite way that drills are packaged. Yep, looks like that's consensus. Thank you, Togo. I know I'm so funny. My bird's laughing. Yep, that's probably going to be a very popular opinion. I also don't like it when you get little Ziploc baggies, but they don't have the DMC numbers on them. They just have a sticker with like the number, like 1 through whatever, 70 or however many drills. Obnoxious and kidding up is already the worst part of diamond painting, in my opinion. Yes, DM. It is kind of torturous. And then they're in like no particular order either. They're just sort of in there. Just kind of thrown together. I do like that with her pixel charted stuff that they're actually in DMC order and they're in normal sized bags and stuff like that. I don't know why the other ones can't be like that, honestly, but I also don't know what her manufacturing process is with her manufacturer, so I can't even tell you. All right, let's see. What's your least favorite funnel or tray spout design? So the different kinds of spouts that there are on the trays. I can tell you that one of my favorites is this one because it fits even inside of the Tic Tac containers. The ones that I don't like, I really like this one. I wish that this was a little bit longer because it's got like the angle that goes down. And if this was longer, it would be perfect. I don't like, well, one, I don't like when they have like legit, it's just 4 sides. Like the new the art dot containers, the trays, the storage trays, because you have to basically pour it out of the corner. That one I don't like, and I don't like um really like wide, thick ones. I don't think I have any more trays like that. I mean, okay, so like on okay, for instance, this tray, the way that it doesn't come to a point and it's really thick. I don't like those. Ooh, the static silicone funnel. Yeah, I honestly, I don't even know why I still have it. I should probably just throw it away because yeah, the drills just stick into it. There, it's in the garbage now. You're absolutely right. They're honestly kind of sort of useless. All drills should be in DMC order. I agree, Jen, and I wish that they were too. And I mean, I get that like Diamond Art Club, they put theirs in like by weight of bag order, but it takes me so much extra time to get them all put into DMC order. Like, grr, annoying, annoying. DAC trays. Hi, Michelle. DAC trays, the spout is too wide. Oh, on like this version, it is pretty wide. Yeah. That's another one with a really wide spout on it. And it's like, I like them to be tapered really kind of small. Sure, sometimes you get drills that sort of kind of get stuck in there, but it is what it is. I've never met a pour spout I disliked more than the overcomplicated one on Bella trays. Okay, that tray actually convinced me to never buy another tray again and just stick with my cat proofs. I love cat proof trays. I do love my cat proof trays because they come from the side, but at least there's a guard there. And yeah, like makes way more sense because they put a guard there. So you're not just like pouring drills everywhere. It makes good sense. Let's see. Next question. Least favorite storage system for kitting up. Hmm. So I've got a lot of different kinds of storage systems. Um, I personally know for a fact that I cannot and will not ever be able to work in a tray system. One, it seems a little bit crazy for economical like space, right? It seems like it takes up way too much space. On top of that, I am a massive klutz and I have a huge dog that likes to run into things. And so I could see all of those trays ending up on the floor. The bags they came in from DAC. Yeah, I've done it that way too, Shelby. DM, I also love Firefly, like massively, and they have so many different varieties. Hi, Peggy. Don't worry about being late. We're just hanging out talking about our least favorite things. But yeah, I'm going to say for me, for storage, it's probably like tray system. It doesn't make economical space sense to me. I mean, more power to somebody if that's the way that you kit up. That doesn't seem like a smart or feasible option in my house. Not fond of the Tic Tac containers. Um, so Tic Tac containers were how I did my early storage systems. Like that was what I used first. And I I do have to say that it's better than working literally just straight out of the Diamond Art Club bags and then like taping them back up when you're done and whatever. I did like it better than that. but I don't like it better than like the Elizabeth Ward or the Art Dot drawer system or, things like that. It'll work in a pinch, but it's not my favorite. I hate pens with multi-placer that don't stay or fall out. Alondra, you're supposed to be using washi tape. You got to washi tape those things so that they fit better. That's what I do anyway. That's how I do it. Baggies are the least favorite I've tried. Um, I think if you have the right kind of setup where the baggies can stand up and you can see what you're doing and kind of flip through them, baggies are okay. I'll do it in like if they arrive in baggies and I just don't feel like wasting the kit up on, putting it into something, I'll keep them in baggies, but it's not the way I prefer to work on diamond painting and to store my diamonds. There's some people, they do baggies, but then they have them on this ring where they can like flip through them, which I thought was kind of cool. Not something I necessarily am eager to try out, but look kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. So for instance, you can kind of see I have washi tape around it. I'll show you because this one has actually been, this one's been really like moving around a lot. But yeah, okay. So starting fresh, I like this thinness of washi tape. Using the thicker stuff, it seems like you're trying to stuff too much of the tape down into the like socket or whatever. Um, but I use like the medium sized washi, not bags on a ring. Um, and then I would say I wrap it around there for this one particularly. I think it's like 4 times maybe. I just go around it a few times like so. And then if you are using the bigger washi tape, you just sort of kind of pinch the end like that. I have a tool, this tool that I use for putting my placers back into the pens. And instead of pushing, I don't push the tip in, I push the pen against the tip. So with the other hand. But usually like 4 times is pretty good. And then I hold on to these and I push the pen against it. And then it keeps it in there really tight. And then it's not moving around at all. Just when I thought people couldn't get smarter. Someone in VIP decided to use their hot wax used for hair removal. What? Oh my goodness. Does it work? Are they claiming that that works? I can't even imagine how that would work, but okay. No. Yeah, that's terrible. Hot wax for waxing your body hair. That's a new one. I guess if you're that desperate, I don't, okay. People are weird, man. I I guess in my mind, like, what thought crosses your head where you're like, I'm gonna try this body hair removal wax in my pen and see if it works. You're welcome, Alondra. Yeah, I actually have two multi-tools like this that I keep one in my purse for all time, and it's like small one. It's got a little flashlight on it. And then this one, it has like it's a sort of like a Swiss Army knife of tools, but yeah, it's also a pair of pliers. And it's got, you know, like knives, files, whatever. It's also a ruler if you need it to be a ruler. And it's got like wire cutters on there too. I love this thing. This is my tool. Dustin's not allowed to touch it because he'll lose it. And it's mine. I freaking love that tool. But I have a smaller, like black set as well. It may be weird, but not that crazy. Yeah, I think that's the top yikes thing I've heard so far today. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever floats your dinghy, I guess. Um, oh, what's your least favorite way to label your drills? Now, okay. So obviously, not having labels at all would be my least favorite way to label the drills. Um, I'm not a huge fan of like the really big, thick stickers and the ones that have like, I don't know what, freaking glue from hell on the underside of the sticker that you're never going to get the sticky stuff off of your containers. Oh, I hate that. Hate it so much. It's annoying, but especially when they don't fit on your like do I have let me see something really quick here. Do I have some that have the bad stickers? I think I do. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Okay. They work okay on the craft mates because the craft mates are large, but like these really big ass stickers, because then when I'm kitting up, I have to cut them like I have to cut them so that it's really just like the symbol and the DMC number. That's annoying. Massively annoying. I don't like it when the sticker sheet requires arts and crafts time. Yes, when you have to cut them all out and try to peel the paper off of it. Yes, definitely that. It's annoying. I mean, obviously, handwriting would be worse because then you got to try and also write the symbol out too. That sucks. But like, aside from that, because obviously, yes, that's the worst. Not having a sticker sheet at all and having to hand write everything, that's obviously the worst. But I also don't like it when the stickers are massive. Or when, oh, when you're trying to pull the sticker off of any literally any sticker sheet, and this is just like an example, but you know, you pull them off of there and then all of a sudden like it's not all the way pre-cut, and so then it's like ripping the sticker apart as you're trying to peel them off the thing because they're not, you know, pre-cut well or whatever. Oh, I hate that too, when they rip the freaking sticker trying to just take them off of the sticker sheet. Growl. Annoying. Very annoying. All right, let's see here. What's your least favorite accessory or tool that you regret buying? I can show you mine. Hold on a minute. Just a second here. I will show you my least favorite tool that I regret buying. I get it out of my drawer. I throw it away. I might have thrown it out. So hold on. I probably did. Yeah, I might have thrown it away. I haven't emptied this trash though, so it should still be in here. Maybe. Maybe. Hold on a second. It's that stupid wheel. The it's like a pizza cutter basically, but tiny size. And I don't know if I still have it in here. It might have gone to the large trash. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, it's that stupid freaking pizza cutter. It's gone. It's that pizza cutter thing where the wheel is like this big, right? And you're supposed to put double-sided tape on it. And it's on the end of like legitimate. Really, Togo? It's on the end of a pen. She thinks I have like treats or something because I'm making crinkly plastic sounds. I hate those, and it's the worst freaking money I've ever spent. Also, like, I haven't purchased one, but you know it's what are you doing home? For real? Oh, we'll talk about that in a moment. Um, but it's the you know how they have those videos where it makes it look like um the drills are actually coming out of the pen itself? Liars, freaking liars. The roller, I could just use a rolling pin. Yeah, I mean, my roller, like you're talking about the brayer, right? This thing, mine came in a set, so it wasn't like a big deal because it came with other stuff. But yeah. So, anyways, that was my probably stupidest spent my money on thing, I think, because I got caught up in the early days of doing diamond painting stuff and didn't know any better that it actually doesn't work. Told him no. Yeah, good for you, Marianne. Curved tweezers. Yeah, I don't really understand curved tweezers either. Doesn't make a lot of good sense. Okay, let's see here. How about, oh, your least favorite cover minder that you own? Least favorite cover minder that I own. Um, I don't know. Any of the ones that you get, the old school DAC ones where the magnet came off. But that was always my least favorite thing about cover minders is you'd get them with your kit and then the okay, I can glue it back on. That's not a big deal, but um I other than that, like I'm not a big cover minder person, so I don't really know. Yeah, same with me, Jamie. I don't really care about them that much. Okay, what's your least favorite part of kitting up? What's your least favorite part of the kit up process? Um, I would say my least favorite part of kitting up is probably mm, actually like kitting up. I don't like kitting down. That's what I don't like. But if I had to pick a least favorite part of the kit up process, it's always the finding the right storage for the job. Static is yeah, that's a problem. And you that have a small magnet because it's useless. Yes, Melissa. Kitting up is your least favorite part of kitting up. Yeah, static definitely sucks. That makes it just take so much freaking longer, especially when you've got a kit with a high color count and static. It's taken me on a couple of kit, like specifically my Joe wall with 200 colors. That kit up took me like 8 hours total, getting everything, situated and putting the colors in the right order, getting the storage ready, getting all the stickers on, getting them put into color order instead of DMC order. It was a whole process, and that took me 8 hours. It was a lot. So go quit screaming over there, lady. Freaking parrots, I tell you. Sorry about that. If you can hear her. I think that was all of the U's. Putting the drills in order. Yeah, sorting bags in order. Luckily, my boyfriend sorts while I cut the bags and hit them. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go make sure she has food. One moment. Are you starving to death? Starving to death? Go. Poor starving bird. There you go. Starving bird. There we are. Now she's not starving anymore. Love him for that. He's the best. I agree, Alondra. I'll hire him to come over and do mine too. Okay. So, what is your least favorite part of kitting down? All of the kitting down? Uh, I think it's because my process is so involved when it comes to kitting up or kitting down. I feel like the part of kitting down that I don't like is probably getting the drills back into the baggies or into a baggie or whatever. Because then later on I put them into like spare drill storage. I also hate it when you've had stickers where the freaking gummy stuff won't come off and you have to try and like peel the sticker off. I don't have one of those things from Kevin's DP pens, like one of their little thingies you put it on your finger and it helps to like get stubborn stickers off. I can't tell you how many actual nails I've broken literally just trying to get a sticker off. Just a stupid sticker. He's a real gem. I agree, Alondra. That's nice. But yeah, generally my process is really involved for the kit down or kit up. And so just all of kitting down is annoying. But really annoying is stickers. Stickers that are too sticky. Kitting down can sometimes be as cathartic as kitting up can be. But I hate the kit down process. It's sort of, to me, one of those necessary evils like washing dishes or doing laundry, things that you have to like repeat over and over and over again and the job's never done. That's what kitting down feels like to me. Sometimes I'd rather just throw my dishes away and get new dishes. I feel the same way about storage sometimes. It's like I just want to throw the storage away and buy new storage so I don't have to do this. I love diamond painting. I can do without the whole kitting up and down process, right? Yeah, I use the back side of my tweezers to get the stickers off now. And then I've been using alcohol to try and remove the gummy stuff, but Jaded Gem Gem Store, Jaded Gem Shop, blah, stickers are really, really, really gummy. And at a certain point, I just give up. You can't use the Goo Gone and stuff because it'll literally destroy the plastic. And alcohol, even letting it sit there and sit there and sit there, it doesn't want to take it all the way off for me because the Jada Gem Shop adhesive on the stickers is so freaking sticky. Terrible. Yeah, Jamie, they are necessary evils. Um, let's see. What is your least favorite section to start with? And it gives examples of, you know, bottom, top, corner, middle, random. I can't work a diamond painting in random square order. I wouldn't be able to do it. I am very exacting about the ways that I normally diamond paint, and that is I work from bottom left to bottom right, and then I go up from bottom to top and left to right. That's the way I diamond paint. I don't know how you guys do it, but that's the way I do it. Middle, some people do. They like just going random as shit. I don't know why. There's people who will literally just pick any random square and start working on that. I can't. I can't do it. I don't even like it when sometimes I'll leave the face for last. Skipping those squares makes me feel like uncomfortable. It's like you should do those. You should really just do those. You have to start bottom left and move right. Yes, it is the right way. Michelle. Michelle, I think you're having some lag. So you should hit the refresh button when you hear this. You probably ran into an ad or something and it put you behind in the audio, which happens. Hello, Amber. Hello, hello. Okay, any more of that one? I don't think so. One more. Oh, see, that's why I double check. You start top left. And see, I probably should start at the top so that I'm going the opposite direction and the finished stuff is back there. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to end up with a pool of diamond painting in my lap, either to begin with or to end with. So I might as well just do it to end with. Start bottom left and zigzag. Oh, okay. I couldn't do that. That would drive me banana sandwiches. I always start top left and end on bottom right. Yeah, I go backwards. So I'll go bottom left and I always end on top right. How her stills didn't fit after she started in the middle and nothing was lining. I know. Yeah, it's like, gee, can't figure out why my drills aren't lining up. Probably because you started in random squares, you weirdo. Like, can't imagine why that is. Stop starting random squares. That's the other thing too. I want to know that when I get finished, everything is going to line up correctly. Then all of drills won't be heavy / hanging toward me and make the canvas fall onto the floor. That's true. That's why I need one of those canvas rollers, honestly, is to have something to roll it up as I go, as I'm finishing. Because I don't, well, and if I did it the opposite way, then I would have it for rolling up the canvas as I'm, working on it. It would be the unfinished canvas would be rolled up instead of the finished canvas, but I don't know. Now I've got my brain trained that I go from bottom left to top right, and I don't know if I can change it. Hi, Angela. You haven't missed too much. We're just talking about our least favorite things about diamond painting stuff. I've always wanted to do one of the random and numbered squares just for the thrill of it. Maybe I'll try it with a DP I'm not super stoked about. The surprise might be fun. Yeah, I mean, I've done it before with a couple of canvases. Like I did it on, I've done it on my mystery. I started in random places or did more random squares. But generally, I don't think I could do it. I think it would make me too anxious. Get anxiety thinking about it. Like, this is wrong. Okay, what is your least favorite thing about diamond painting in silence? Well, the silence part. Hi Annie, welcome. I don't like to diamond paint in silence. I don't sleep in silence. I don't bathe in silence. I don't do anything in silence. I have to have sound. I have to have something. Not because I need my brain to be distracted or anything like that. I just don't like the sounds of silence. Even the white noise of a fan is not technically silence. So any kind of silence is bad. I don't even diamond paint in silence. Yeah, no. Audiobook time. Right. Absolutely. I can't even, I can't do anything in silence at all, period. I don't enjoy that. And there's some people who really like the ASMR of diamond painting. They like to just sit and listen to, I don't know. Do any of you guys actually like sit and watch ASMR diamond painting videos? I don't, mostly because I don't care for ASMR videos generally. I think the quiet of it is really creepy to me. Freaks me out. Need some sort of noise. Yeah. Yeah, ruminating on negative thinking. That is exactly right. When you said you don't even sleep in silence, same. I love background noise while I sleep. 48-hour cases are my favorite sleeping aid. Usually when it's like time for sleeping, I'll put on a series on Hulu or Netflix or something that I've seen a billion times. So then I'm not like staying awake trying to see what happens next. I already know what happens next, but it's sort of like being read a bedtime story, honestly. So I gotta have sound. Lately it's been CSI or the TV show Harlots on Hulu. I've watched a lot of those shows, listened to while I've been asleep, but I've also seen them a dozen times. Can I ask, when you do a long painting, what do you use to roll it up? As I start at the bottom, but then when I'm halfway up, the bottom part gets in my way on my lap. Yes, Angela, there's a couple of ways that you can fix that problem. We were actually just talking about um, if you start the other direction and you go, instead of going from bottom to top, you go top to bottom, then the diamond painting is going to be like coming off of the back of your table. But I use, I roll it up, and then I clip either side with these rubber, they have like rubber ends on them so that it actually grips it. There's also, and I don't know where you would buy them in the UK. It would have to probably be from Etsy or something, like if there's a 3D printing shop in the UK, I'm not certain, but there are some 3D printing shops that make, they're called canvas rollers. And if you look up diamond painting canvas rollers, I'm sure something will come up on Google for you. But I just use rubberized clips. I got these at the dollar store. You can get them in this size, and they also have a larger size too. If it's a bigger canvas, you get a really large one. Some people also, yeah, like Amber is saying, some people flip their canvases. I personally cannot flip my canvas. That would throw me off so intensely. Cut off ends of mailing tube. Oh, there you go. I like waking up super early in the morning to sit outside and have coffee in silence. I just don't do it in the winter. Okay, fair enough. What happened? Okay, let's see. You always flip your canvas? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. That would drive me bananas. It throws me off to then try to have to figure out like what direction the symbols go in after that. Um, what is your least favorite packaging mishaps with diamond paintings, or your least favorite way for diamond paintings to be packaged? I don't like it when a company sends it inside of what looks like a freaking garbage bag, that it's just been taped down or whatever. I also really don't like when they put them into bubble mailers. Like there's no box for it, it's just in a bubble mailer. That's how you also know that you're getting like a really cheap product, when it's in a bubble mailer. Um, and cheap doesn't always have to be bad, but often it's not great. I like it when they arrive in a box. You flip yours as well? Oh man. Is that really silence though? Nature is your backdrop. That's fair. I do not like it if there's nothing around the, yeah, nothing to protect the canvas. It can be a problem. I don't like when the paintings aren't in their own plastic bags inside the boxes. They're so hard to get out. I notice I have that issue sometimes with Jada Gem Shops, because those don't have the the canvas protector or whatever. And then getting them inside of the freaking boxes can also be a pain in the butt, because you gotta put the plastic to the outside, which is so foreign a concept to me, to have it go image out instead of image in. Throws me off. But I don't love that. No, no, no. Not even nature is awake when I am. Oh, nice. Out there listening to raccoons fighting. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, now we won't go there. Um, what is your least favorite diamond painting trend from companies? Least favorite diamond painting trend from companies. Um, I think like for me personally, that's got to be, and it's not just one place that is uh guilty of it. It's generally what I don't like about business practices everywhere, and that's like the FOMO marketing. I don't like that. I understand why places do it. I'm not saying I don't get it. I just don't like it. Um, but that I would have to say there's a lot of places that are kind of making it seem like product is scarce or prices are going to go up or whatever. That one place that Diamond Painting or whatever is the name of it, and they keep telling, like, in their marketing, they're telling everybody that they're closing down, and so they're selling everything at a discount, yada yada yada, when it's been closing for the last several years. I don't like that either. Mystery boxes, yeah. Mystery boxes, AI. Okay, that's fair. um and I think that with regard to AI, um it's weird because, there's places that for the longest time they would call other companies, you know, bad because they had AI, and now some of those companies are using AI. And I'm not against all AI. I am against AI that's lazy and that you're not even making sure that your person doesn't have extra fingers or no fingers at all, or, there's something really badly off about the image. Um, but generally, I would like to see traditional artists get their due for sure. But yeah, mystery boxes, not necessarily mysteries. Like I said, I enjoy the idea of having the image that you don't know what it is. It's black and white until you work on it. But I don't know. I don't buy the mystery boxes personally. I'm still salty. Absolutely. Blind discontinuing of kits. Yeah, it's a problem. It is a problem. And I understand the idea that, like, okay, you don't want to turn the secondary market into craziness, but I think people would make more informed buying decisions if they knew a kit wasn't going to be there the next time that they go to try to buy it. And then the people that really wanted it would actually get it instead of having to later pay out the nose for it. So I don't disagree with that. Let's see. Um, what is your least favorite overhyped kit that you didn't like in person or finish or whatever? What's your least favorite overhyped kit? Um, Somebody's going to come for me. I already know. I don't, I, you know what? I voted for the duck bath one or whatever. I voted for it. Um, and then like realizing later how much color blocking was going to be in those kits, I was like, okay, I'm not going to vote for those anymore. That seems, it wouldn't be a smart way to spend my money, right? Uh, I don't, I don't understand a person spending $320 Canadian on a copy of Duck Bath that is just out of stock. And I don't, I mean, they're cute, but I don't think they're 320 Canadian dollars cute because that's still 200 and some American. The princess panels. Everyone went crazy about the Nutcracker. Ooh, that Nutcracker. Yeah, that yikes, 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 yikes. The birds, the Lorenzes. Not really get the Lorenzes. I think that I love Chrisabug as an artist. I absolutely adore Chrisabug as an artist. I don't believe that her images should be made into diamond paintings as nude images. Unpopular opinion or not, I just don't think that her art style looks good and nude as a diamond painting. You want to buy it as artwork and whatever, and that's what gets your jollies going. I guess that's good. But it looks a little bit too pornographic for me personally because it's very cute art. And when you turn very cute art into very naked art, I don't think that it reads as like just beautiful body image type stuff. Just a personal opinion. I don't get the hype over try to follow. Hey, easy. Seems like any other colorful kit would do. Maybe just me. Easy, Alondra. Easy. Um, I really, really massively enjoy surreal art like that. I enjoy that kind of artwork. And so for me, like Try to Follow was a unicorn, as was Mystery 47, which I ended up with. Um, and I enjoy a lot of their pieces, a whole lot of their pieces. I don't own all of them, but uh so I kind of get it. I mean, I paid way too much for Try to Follow, so I'm also probably just trying to justify a bad decision. don't that I don't regret. Someone is going to hate me too. Lorenz and Spanglers. I just don't. Yeah, I'm not a big Lorenz or Spangler person myself. I don't. There's a couple of Lorenzes that I think are really cute. One reminds me of my mom, and my mom has passed away, so like I like that. But generally, I don't understand them. It's not my art style that I'm really into. But I mean, hey, more power to anybody who is really into that. I missed one. I hate when I miss one drill. Grr. All right, let's see. Um, what is your least favorite canvas that you finally just abandoned if you started working on it? Or maybe you abandoned it and sold it. I don't know. Um, I would say that um throwing away one of my like budget kits that I was having a really, really, really not nice time with. That was cathartic. to put that into the garbage. Because it just wasn't worth. It's like I have kits that I spent good money on. Why am I wasting my time on this kit that I spent maybe $10 or $15 on? And the render is horrible because it was computer rendered, but it was rendered in all, like, damn near all AB, and it was horrible. And yeah, that went into the garbage. And I am glad that I did. I've never abandoned a kit. I have excellent taste. Fair. I like some of the Peggy Collins stuff, but all the stained glass animals are similar. If I remember correctly, they had a ton. Yeah, actually, Alondra, last Black Friday, there were just as many Peggies as there were Yumeis, and the Peggies and Yumeis made up for like a quarter of the drops. Oh, I'm laughing. But yeah, I have definitely made some boo-boos in purchasing decisions, or I didn't know, like, certain companies just had really horrible gapping or whatever, and I learned eventually. I didn't have anybody there to teach me, to be fair. So, there's that. I think I've been lucky. I haven't had a kit I truly hated yet. I didn't like Art and Soul Squares, but I liked the image enough that I powered through it anyway. That's fair. It's fair. If you don't like Art and Soul Squares, you probably won't enjoy Ever After Squares or Mystical Dream Diamond Squares. Just a heads up. Or possibly Muni Made Squares. Or I am fairly certain they all use the same manufacturer. If they don't use the same canvas manufacturer, I would be very, very surprised. Because there's a lot of similarities. I had an older Oraloa and the drills made me mad. I don't even remember what the piece was called, so I tossed it. Fair enough. Did 2 small Michaels kits, 1 foreign, and then found Diamond Art Club. You're welcome, DM. What is, let's see. No, don't care about that. What is your least favorite thing about giant community events? I don't think that there's anything that I necessarily have a least favorite thing about giant community events. I don't participate in them. That's just me. Um, though not giant events, just there have been people who've run events and I've kind of watched from the sidelines as the people who ran the events were like really kind of abusive to the people in the events themselves, like just reminding people about the rules and like using all caps to reiterate how frustrated you are with the people in your event. If you've got to explain it that many times, or you've got to explain it with all caps, maybe it's something like your rules are too complicated or you're just not good at explaining them. You got to be throwing all caps at somebody because you're angry about it or whatever. But as far as like giant community events, I think it's good that the community does these big events. I know that they can probably be very disorganized sometimes, or you know, the likelihood that you win something is smaller because there's just so many people participating. But I think most people, when going into the giant community events, kind of have an idea that that is a possibility, that they're not going to win anything. I would think most people. Oh, when you have to do new starts. Let's see. The hosts. New starts. Giant community events can be hectic and you can feel judged or attacked by other participants. That's fair. Yep. Some people are just rude. Yep. I once was in an event where the first thing I heard when I was tuning in to my first live was, "This is why I hate diamond painting events." Oh. The only big event I participated in, drills and chills. I didn't care for the Facebook group. People are weird. Prefer this group. The communication is nicer. Oh, thank you, Alondra. And that encapsulates what I don't like about some events. Yeah, all the questions people ask and they're all the same. Yeah, that probably can be annoying. That was from the hosts. Wow. Jeez. Thank you, Jen. Jen says this place is awesome with wonderful people and a great host. I appreciate that. I love that they promote the community, but I can't meet a deadline. And that I think is also important for some events. Like, I think I think sometimes the rules of an event, they kind of dissuade people from joining them because some of the requirements are so freaking hard. And it's like, I think that if you're giving away prizes, okay, if you want your grand prize to have, you know, to be from people who finish, fine, cool, whatever. But maybe do a grand prize that doesn't require a finish too, or at least try to make sure that, you know, maybe everybody gets a prize or whatever. I was able to do it with Mary Morales. I don't think it's impossible. And honestly, events are supposed to be fun. Like, let's all just have a good time. I I don't think I've ever noticed anybody like repeating the same questions over and over and over again about my rules or whatever. I try to keep them simple to understand and easy enough to be able to do. I don't think that's asking too much to simplify your rules so people understand them and don't have to ask the same question 98 times. DNC has some really obnoxious. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Um, what's your least favorite whip that dragged on too long? Melissa? Do you have an answer for that one? uh, I will tell you that Spirit almost broke my spirit. It was a Curtis Reykjavik from Dreamer Designs called Spirit. That one almost broke me. The other one that almost broke me was Azalea from the one with the diamond art. And that's just because it's a computer render, it's blue and more blue, and the like edges or whatever when you start the diamond painting are basically the same 4 or 5 colors but all in confetti, and that one almost broke my spirit also. Yeah, that one's a hard one. Wallflower says I'm still working on mine. Oh no, Melissa is not here for the food. Who's out here changing event rules at the end? That actually happens more than you think, Alondra. All the white color blocking in Library Dragon. Oh, and the Librarian, because the Librarian, that one, yeah. Summer Solstice by Lovell was also not fun for all the blue color blocking, but I got through it. Melissa's I'm Here for the Food just about killed her. And that's like a small, easy canvas too. I was expecting her to have that done in like 3 days. And when it was like, we're on day 6, how are you not finished with this thing? I hate it. I hate it so much. I think my current whip might do that. Oh no, I'm still struggling to figure out how to flip the canvas to continue to work on it. I think I may have to limit my sizes in the future. Yeah, that definitely can happen. Yes, it can. When you don't have enough workspace to work on the canvas and you're like, now what do I do? Like, great, I already started it. I can't quit, or I'm going to have to quit until I figure something else out to do with this. Move the space around a little bit or whatever, but nope, totally understand that. Winter Nap with every color is brown, but the finish was great. Fair. I love me a huge canvas, but I think I need to make a new rule about how much of the canvas needs to fit on the table. Yes. Well, I had to finally like I'm trying to keep it to where right now my area of width is 70 centimeters. So I try not to go over 70 centimeters width or height or whatever, but 70 centimeters on one side so that it will actually fit on my table. Otherwise, it's like I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to roll the canvas as I go or whatever. Pain in the booty. Booty pains. All them booty pains. Those cool. Oh, one. Just kidding. There we go. Got a couple more colors left, and then we can call it an evening. I'll find my next color quick. There we go. Welcome back, Lori. I loved working on. Hi, Nori. Loved working on Dragon Spirit, but all the light blue really got to me around the middle of the image. Okay, that's fair. Let's see. What's your least favorite topic people argue about in diamond painting? Your least favorite topic that people argue about in diamond painting? Honestly, anything that is a judgment of how another person gets their diamond painting done. And that is like, you press too hard. You don't press hard enough. You finish too fast. You finish too slow. You would finish a lot faster / slower / whatever if you did XYZ. Like the judgment on another person on how they finish their canvases, that's my least favorite argument, I guess. Because ultimately it's every person gets to the end of their painting in the way that they get there, and it's not for anybody else to judge you on how you get there. The only rule is that it works for you. Fuck anyone who judges. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Stash count. Yeah, that too, Annie. I think that there can be a lot of judgment around stash count, and as long as when it comes to your own stash, if you are not secretly like harboring an issue around addiction to buying your canvases or whatever, you know better than I do whether your stash is too large or not large enough or whatever, like that you're overbuying or hoarding or whatever. It's none of my business, regardless on how many a person has in their stash. But when a person starts like legitimately hoarding diamond paintings, it's a concern. None of my business, but it's a concern. I worry for that person and I might encourage them to do some thinking about what they're doing, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Like, just because I have thoughts or feelings on it doesn't make me right, you know? I also don't like people who kind of shame other people for having a small stash because everybody can afford different things too. No one should shame anyone for any part of the hobby. Yeah, they shouldn't, Shelby, but it sadly it happens a lot. A whole lot. Diamond Artisan. Peggy, I have not worked on anything from Diamond Artisan. No, ma'am. I don't even think I own anything from Diamond Artisan. That's the one where they have like a key as their logo, right? I don't have anything from them. Some people like to be judgmental, superior, and mean. Yes. Agreed. What's your least favorite feeling when comparing kits with others? As long as your buying, storing habits aren't affecting your life negatively, then have at. If they start to be not positive, then it's time to reevaluate. I just ordered the letter Okada Soborsuke. Never heard of it. What's your least favorite feeling when comparing kits with others? I I'm going to be honest with you. I suffer just as much as anybody else um trying to fight the green monster of envy. I do because I can't afford every kit that I want. You know what? And I probably shouldn't even if I could buy every kit that I want and that I see that I want. I don't like it when I feel like someone else is trying to like rub a purchase in my face because that happens. Um, but aside from that, like I try not to compare myself to other people or my stash to other people's or whatever because comparison is the thief of joy. I don't remember whose quote that is, but it is absolutely true that comparison is the thief of joy. I was getting slammed in DNC last year for finishing so many canvases. Yeah, that too, Melissa. People who judge you just because you finish quickly. It's like, leave me alone. Let me do me, please and thank you. But yeah, comparison is the thief of joy. So I really try not to compare what I have to what other people have because I can get envious and salty, you know. I feel like anybody can do that really. And it's not a great feeling. I look at other YouTubers, other non-YouTubers, and I get really, really, really just down about what I don't have instead of what I've been doing, which is reminding myself to be grateful for what I do have. And I've got a really great set of you guys as like friends and support that when I am starting to feel really weak or in my own crap about it, that I have you guys to kind of help me remember to be grateful, you know? Okay, let's see. Next one. Mm, what's your least favorite overdone hit subject? Cats. Sorry, cat lovers. I think cats are way overdone. I'm tired of looking at them. I'm tired of every week. We just have more and more and more and more and more cats. Like, why? Why do we need a million cats? I don't know. Enough cats. Sometimes looking at other people's work makes me a little self conscious about my drill placement, but I try to remind myself I do this to relax, not to be insane about where I place my diamonds. That's very true, DM. Too many cats. Yep, Jen's with me. Like, damn, why you need 85 billion cats? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Mm. Cardinals. Oh, yep. Big eye girls. Yep. That's another one. Agree with all of that. Um, let's see. Do. I'm reading through the questions and I'm gonna pick a last one. Um, hmm, what is your least favorite moment in your whole diamond painting journey so far? What is your least favorite moment in your whole diamond painting journey so far? Um, honestly, uh, it's whomever decided to, once I started my YouTube channel, to like personally sabotage me and opportunities that I had at the time, because it showed me like how really ruthless and petty people can be. But when it comes to diamond painting itself, I don't know that I have a really that I haven't already talked about, a least favorite, moment or experience or whatever. I have a lot more positives than negatives. And if, like back when that happened, I did start to really lose faith in the humanity of our community. But being around you guys, like, and really no bullshit, honestly, being around you guys reminds me why I continue to even have a YouTube, or why I continue to try to build the community that I want to see versus being in the community full of, petty, spiteful, hateful shitheads. I love you guys. Like, legitimately, y'all are the reason that I keep doing this. Is this the true hot takes live? Right. Picking up drills on hands and knees with tweezers. Ugh. I don't get the animals in the bathtub trend. That, oh my gosh. Doing the crappy AB canvas and mystery kit. All overall, I've had great experiences with creators. Yes. But all right, you guys. Dustin and Beans are back. I know your moment. I helped you through that. Anytime, Amber. Anytime. Some of the very public drama that makes everyone uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. I'm okay. Thanks, Glory. You're okay too. But okay, Dustin is back with beans. I am going to be moving on over to Discord. I hope that some of you will join me there. If you're looking for a link to the Discord, it's down in the description. You can come and join us on Discord. I think our community of diamond painters is pretty damn awesome. But hopefully you'll join me in chat and we can hang out and shoot the shit and have a good time. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, I hope that wherever y'all are in this great, big, wide, wonderful diamond painting world of ours, that you are having a glorious morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right. Good night, you guys. I hope to see you in Discord. Much love to you, you beautiful freaks. Yeah. Thanks for a fun night, guys. Bye.